Okay, we've been having way too much fun in the puppy room today, and these guys are a little worn out. So what we're gonna do is watch them play, and I'll talk about them, but I wanna talk about obesity with small dogs, chihuahuas, any dog. It's really a travesty when a dog's life, a chihuahua only lives an average about 16 years. And if they're lucky, they live up to 20 or so, but not very often. It's usually around, I hear a lot of stories, it's usually around 16. Because when people's dogs die, they call me thinking about looking for another one. And I find out things. It's usually from heart disease, and it's usually around 16. And I'm talking, a lot of people that I talk to throughout the years. So I know what I'm talking about. Heart disease, if you're obese, you have a way better chance of having heart disease. Now, if you're a human, instead of living to be 80, 85, 90, you'll be able to live your average lifespan of like 77 or so. And then, if you have a bad heart, you're not going to live much longer. But at least you got to live 77 years. These little dogs only get to live 16. So to be fair to them, don't let them get obese. If you let yourself get obese, that's on you, because you are going to the refrigerator and you're grabbing the food out of the refrigerator. You're going to the store, you're going to McDonald's, whatever you're doing it. These guys can't go to McDonald's. They can't open the refrigerator. And if you start when they're young and you don't feed them your food, they won't beg you for food. If you've already done it, it's kind of hard, but you can stop, and you can have carrots sitting there and just give them carrots every time they come to you. Just make sure you have carrots handy. That's all they get. And there's nothing they can do about it except lose weight or never get obese to begin with. It not only causes heart problems, it causes knee problems. Chihuahuas notoriously have problems with their knees to begin with. It's just kind of like embedded into the breed. And it's hard for a breeder to try to even totally breed it out. So the best thing to do is try your best as a breeder to breed it out. Cute little thing. And encourage people to not allow them to be obese, because even if you do, let's say, you jump off the couch and you hurt your knee, or you're born with a defect and you have bad knees. However you manage to have a bad knee, if you're obese, that knee is gonna hurt, because you're putting all that weight on it. If you're not obese, you might get lucky and hardly even know you have a bad knee. So why let these little dogs get so fat? You just need to not do it. And if your dog's already fat, the best way to make them lose weight is get them to where they're only eating within like a 6-7 hour window. It's intermittent fasting. It's what I do. It's hard for a human, but once you're used to it, it's hard to eat past that window. And it's also hard to gain weight. I probably eat more than my 260-pound boyfriend, and I weigh 100 pounds less than him. And it's just because when you intermittently fast, your body has all that time to repair and burn calories. And if you're eating good food, it's very hard to be. I gave them a shot today, a Neopar shot. I'll explain that in a minute. But that's why they keep scratching. But it's very hard to gain weight, to even keep weight on, past what you're supposed to be. And so let's say you're letting your dog eat 12 hours a day. For a week, you cut it down to 11. Then the next week, you cut it down to 10. And you keep doing it until you're down to like 6 or 7. And you feed a good quality food, not one full of corn and soy. Look on the thing, on the label, and make sure there's no corn and soy. There's just no reason to be feeding your dog corn or soy, especially GMO, non-organic corn and soy. It is disgusting. It causes obesity in humans and animals. There's just no, it's inexcusable to feed that to a dog if you have the knowledge. So I'm giving you the knowledge right now. So you just get them down, have healthy snacks only, freeze-dried. There's a lot of products out there. Dr. Marty's has it. There's a brand I use that I can send you the link if you're interested. But there's great freeze-dried foods that you can give them that they're real expensive if you use it as a regular dog food. And they kind of, because of their lack of moisture, they kind of cause these weird kind of stools, and kind of white stools. And I looked it up, and they're saying online that it's okay for the white stools, but I toned it down with that because I didn't think that was right. I thought it was better to use it as a snack. So I just feed a nice healthy food, 6-7 hour window, healthy snacks, and you're gonna be fine. Hey you. So cute. Okay, and as far as the Neopar shot, what Neopar is it's strictly Parvo, and it's used like to stop Parvo in its tracks. But I want to make sure I don't get Parvo, because could you imagine all my puppies I have here? If I went to the vets to get health certificates and came home with Parvo because somebody came in earlier with a litter of puppies and got health certificates and didn't know that their puppies had Parvo, and the vets and the techs touched them and then touched, it's that easy. You just touch them and then touch the other puppy, or, touch the surface. It's very, very easy to get. So I always get petrified when I go to the vet, and I always worry when people come over here where they've been. You can ask them questions, but they're gonna lie to you if they've been to somewhere else usually anyway, so it's not even worth asking. So the best thing to do if you're a breeder is to use Neopar at 6 weeks old, and you're protecting them. You're stopping Parvo in its tracks before you even got it. So before you even have it, is what I should have said. So it makes sense to give them that shot at 6 weeks and protect them. It takes about 10 days or so for it to kick in. And that way, when they go to the vet at 8 weeks to get their health certificate, to get their shots and all that, they're already protected. And I've never had Parvo in 33 years. I haven't used Neopar the whole time, but I haven't had Parvo. So let's talk about who we have here. Oh gosh, I like to rant. Okay, this one here is the white boy. Are you mad at me? Huh? Hi, he says, I'm mad at you, mama. Okay, so there's my little white boy. He's beautiful. And then this one is the cream boy. He's my favorite. I hate to say that I have a favorite, but I just can't help myself because he used to howl at me all the time. He stopped howling though. I love the howling, and he just stopped. And he was even doing it a little bit. They both stopped. And this one is the cream girl. She's the biggest one. And then we have the littlest one, but she's not that little. She's taken away, I think, 5.4. The biggest one, 6.2, and then 5.4. If I'm not mistaken, it's on my website, or it's gonna be on my website when I update. There's the little, mostly white girl. Oh, and that's what we got here. Beautiful puppies. And I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll update next week when they are 7 weeks.